What's up, y'all? Houston the Dishwasher here, and welcome to another fine episode of Doggin' It. Today, we're going to be whipping up one of my personal favorites, some comfort food here, Shepherd's pie. We're going to go over the ingredients here in just a second. Alright, so, things you're going to need. I might miss a couple of things here, but most importantly, you're going to need your hot dogs, or whatever protein. We're using hot dogs because we're dogging it. Carrots, potatoes, white onion, corn, green beans, bouillon of some kind. We're using chicken today, a little cheese, so that salt, pepper, Italian seasoning, garlic, and for the mashed potatoes that we're about to do, you're going to need just a touch of milk and butter. So let's go ahead and get started on those mashed potatoes. Alright, so for mashed potatoes, pretty simple. We're just going to give these guys a cut in half, another cut, another cut. Now you only need enough mashed potato to cover the top of your casserole dish, so not a whole lot here. Real simple. With mashed potatoes, you want to boil the potatoes while the water's heating up. So we're just going to go ahead and we're going to toss those directly into the pot. I like to leave the skins on. I know some people don't. It's the healthiest part of the potato. But we're almost done cutting these, and we're going to add a little bit of water and get these up to a boil before the next step, so stay tuned. Alright folks, now that our potatoes are pretty soft, we're going to go ahead and turn this down to a low, and we're going to come on over here and strain them. Get all that water off there. I like my potatoes a little lumpy, so I leave them a little less undercooked, but you just make sure they're soft enough to pierce with a fork. Cool. Now while that's cooling down just a hair, we're gonna go ahead and toss these back. Bada boom. A couple of things you're gonna need for shepherd's pie. Gonna want to toss in some cheese, cheddar. I like to go a little hefty on the cheddar. Butter, splash of milk. This many potatoes, probably about a quarter cup, just enough to kind of liquid it up. Touch of salt, some pepper. There'll be more salt and pepper later on, so don't worry too much about over or under seasoning this. And then just take your fork and mash and stir. Come and show you what this looks like after you get it all mashed and mixed in. Alright, so we've got our mashed potatoes all done, cheesy potatoes ready. We're just heating up a skillet here, and we're going to start adding in our final ingredients over here into that skillet one by one. I'll show you the order here in just a sec, but we are so close to getting this thing done that I'm going to tell you right now, start that oven. I'm going to go with 350, and yeah, we'll be ready to start tossing this in here. Alright, first thing we're going to toss on in here, some hot dogs. With that sizzle, nice fine cut on the hot dogs. Want close to ground beef. A little bit of hot dog, and then some of this onion here. We want to get that onion nice and good. So a little hot dog and onion going to be your first veggies in there. Cook them till they're brown, looking nice. Alright, so we're about halfway there on these hot dogs and onions. It's time to just go ahead and flop all those carrots right in there. Oh yeah, perfect. And just let that go for a little longer, a little darker. Alright, we're just about ready to start assembling everything. The oven's all preheated and ready to go when the time is right. Now I've mixed 1 bouillon cube and about half a cup of water. We're going to go ahead and just pop that all in there. It's going to sizzle off real quick so we don't have a whole lot of time. Go ahead and drop in the corn and the green beans. Eat a couple of those green beans at the bottom. So good. Okay. Now you're just going to kind of mix this up until it starts to sizzle and steam again. And as soon as it sizzles and steams, we're going to go ahead and put it into our casserole dish. Alright, so I'll see y'all back here in just a little bit longer. Alright, so we're going to go ahead, we're going to get this all transferred into our casserole dish. It's coming along beautifully. Goodness gracious, oh my. How's it smelling over there, Kylie?
Good.
Cool. Couple things before we pop our crust onto this. A nice good flatten out. Garlic. Italian seasoning blend. You can make your own Italian seasoning blend if you want, but I'm not. Crack of pepper. Splash of salt. I'm going to go ahead and stir that in again, just to kind of coat everything good and evenly. Oh yeah, that really brings that out. Alright, now I'm going to bring over a little more cheese. And go ahead and add in a little extra layer of cheese. Perfect. And for the crust. And we just want to flatten this out. Try to cover everything with your mashed potato crust. If you make them lumpy like I do, yeah, you're going to have a bit of a hard time making it nice and perfect, but it's okay. We're not doing everything perfect here. We're just making food that's going to taste great and be delicious. So, boom, there is that. I'm going to pop this into our preheated oven for about 20 to 25 minutes and hopefully do a tiny bit of cleaning up in the meantime. So, stay tuned for the reveal. Alright, now we're all done. Look at this beauty, all toasty, shepherded up. Let's give it the old taste test here. Steamy. I've had a lot of shepherd's pie. I can tell you for a fact, this is homey. This is classic, great food. Goes well with some Walmart brand Mountain Dew. You guys try this recipe out, like, comment, and subscribe. All that shit somewhere below here. And I'll see you next week for Doggin' It.